another Fortnite video, guys. Today it's Monday and we're gonna try and turn your Monday upside down, get it looking like a Friday by giving you some Fortnite tips that might help you get to your first Fortnite Battle Royale victory. All right, so stick with me through this. This is from a gameplay that I posted on my channel. Actually, I think right before the weekend on Friday. I went into a duos game, Phil, and my teammate ended up dying right away. Now I'm in this game trying to come out with a dub. So first thing I want to start with you guys is 3 crucial tips to winning almost every single battle you get into in Fortnite. All right, so the first one is building. Building. Get your hotkeys set up, get them to something you feel comfortable with, and get used to building. You can see right here, I'm just trying to throw down some builds. I changed the direction, and now all of a sudden I'm on top of this guy. He's got low ground, I'm above him, and this is the best position for me to be in. I have control of the situation right now, all right? So building. Get used to your building keys, get good hang of them, because it's going to become a huge thing for you later on. So another thing that I want to touch on, so that building is the first tip, right? Getting the high ground. The second tip is always know where your enemy is. You could actually see at the very beginning of this fight, I got crossbow and I didn't know where the guy was. So what I did is I took my 50 shield and then I went out there and tried to figure out, all right, where are you located? Where are you located? Always know where your opponent is. So getting the high ground, knowing where your opponent is. First 2 crucial tips. The final tip is have more pressure than your opponent. Whatever you can do to develop more pressure than your opponent, always do that. So in solos, it's a little bit more, you have to be a little more tactical about how you develop your pressure. But let's say you're playing with duos or squads or whatever, right? One of you guys should always be shooting at the other person's builds while the other one is building into them and getting the high ground over them and getting ready for the shotgun play, all right? You always want to have that extra pressure going into a team. It's very, very important. If I run at you and I'm doing stair, wall, and I'm coming right at you, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to develop a play to take me down than if I'm sitting back and waiting for you to make the move. All right, so I'm gonna be making the move first. I want to make the move often, and I want to be putting on more pressure than my opponent. So right here, I saw this guy I saw him when I was farming some trees back there. He was running down around here with his teammate. I couldn't find out where his teammate is, but another tip for you guys is when you're playing in duos or squads, don't go straight for the game end, all right? Make sure you find out where the opponent is. Go back to our second crucial tip. Know where your enemy is. Know where your opponent is. I didn't know where he was, so I looked around for him a little bit before I went for the game end. Very important. You can see here again, I'm engaging and I'm getting the high ground. The first thing I do is I go for that high ground. It's like, guys, it's such a simple thing, but you don't do it enough. No, even I don't do it enough. Like I just lose track of the fight and I want to hit my shots. Like, get the high ground. It's super important. So I'm going to take you through situational awareness right here, right? You can see the circle. I'm kind of on the edge of the circle right now. It's right over factories. There's a good chance with 11 people left that there's a team right in factories or on the other side. So I see this team, and I take a shot with the hunting rifle. My shot misses, and then I don't hit a single shot with the SCAR. So what I decide to do here is disengage. The reason I disengage this fight, guys, is because they're on the edge of the circle. No other team is going to come and engage them from behind or anything like that. But I'm in between them in the middle of the circle. So any other team in this match could just run out and engage me from behind and give me a pinch. So situational awareness, trying to make sure you don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be at a disadvantage, right? If I'm trying to engage those 2 guys in front of me and another team of 2 rolls up behind me, it's going to be a hard situation for me to deal with. So I just decide, all right, you know what? Let's not even put ourselves there. Disengage. So now I see a team with guided missiles on the tower here, and the reality is that team that I tried to engage on the perimeter of the circle, where they're going to start coming in. So I have to move here. I have to move on one team or another, all right? So I decide, all right, I'm going to go for this guy, guided missiles. It's going to be easy play because he's going to be inside his missile launcher. And then right about here, I hear, oh, there's another team engaging them up top right now. So I start building even faster because the best time to fight another team is when they're fighting someone else, baby. That's the best time. So if you can get the chance to fight someone while they're fighting someone else, take it every single time. Here, I'm building walls. I know we're getting shot at from all directions, so I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna handle this situation. I quickly realized that, all right, well, the first thing I need to do is get on top of his build so he doesn't shoot me out, which is actually what this guy decides to do right here. He shoots out the build there, so I'm glad I got off that. Now, there's teams shooting from all around here, and the key for me is to have the high ground and do not expose myself to people I can't see. So I put up walls right here to make sure that I don't get sniped in the back, and then we see more players coming up. All right, so in my head, what I'm thinking right now is like, I need to be ready to build because no matter what, I have to stay above all these teams that are engaging me right now. The other important thing, though, is I need to develop pressure. So I'm not giving them any pressure if I just build straight up. So my first goal is to get shots off on them, put some damage out. I get a knock here, which is actually a really good knock, and it turns into me being able to pull this play out because once I destroy my stairs, I figure out this guy's going straight for the revive, and I can put some shots down over the top of him. So just that developing pressure, guys, in that play, you can see as that guy was running up on the side in the metal ramp, I put some shots off on him as soon as I could. The pressure is so important, guys. Anything you can do to develop that pressure is crucial. Now, what you don't want to do is develop pressure and then find yourself in a bad situation, which is I did right here. I dropped down for the kill. I tried to put too much pressure on this player, and now I'm below him in a bad situation. So I decide, you know, I'm just going to go in here, hide, and heal up a little bit, get what I can, so I can get ready for the next move. So now that I'm healed up a little bit, I look at this situation. I'm out of the circle, so I'm going to disengage this hill. I don't know where the other guy is. It's a very important rule to know where the opponent is. I don't know where he is, so I'm just going to get out of the hill, make sure I don't get stuck on by him. And you see here, I go backwards. I don't go straight into factories. I move backwards around the hill. The reason for this is because this guy's still probably on this hill, and I don't want to have to worry about him and the team that's in front of me in factory. So I make sure the mountain's in between me and the factory team. And look at this. This guy just decided to come down, and I get 3 shots on him. Luckily, I hear this guy coming up on the side of me and throw up some builds real quick. Building, guys. Huge key. Make sure you're always building. Like, I can't stress enough. You guys watch some of the players that win more solo matches than anyone else, like Svenos, like some of these players, guys. They build almost too much. Like you're like, all right, well, you have a good shot. You could easily take that guy out, but they just try and make sure that you never get a chance to hit them, and it's super key. So what I should be doing here, guys, is I should be putting myself in a box and healing, but I get a little bit kill hungry and I move for the kill on that guy. But the move there is that you need to heal up. I have 2 minis in my backpack right now, so I finally realized that when I get up top here and I start putting those minis back. If you have heals and you're really hurt, take some time, put yourself in a box and heal up if the situation calls for it. You know, obviously if you're in the middle of a shotgun fight, it's not time to throw up a box around yourself and try and heal, but no one was engaging me at the moment, and I was above everyone, so I should have healed up a little bit sooner. Now, this is the last fight of this is the last fight we're getting into. It's me versus 2 other players, so it's a good chance, you know, I'm thinking in my head, they're going to be together. I need to heal up and get ready for this last fight. So I gather all my mats. I'm getting healed up. Now, once again, guys, 3 important rules. Get the high ground. Build. Get the high ground. Know where your enemy is and develop pressure. You always want to be the one developing the play. You do not want the other players to develop the play around you. That's how you get sent to the lobby. And we don't like doing that around here. We like sending other people to the lobby. So what we're going to do is assess this situation. I hear a grenade launcher coming right there, and then I see this guy building here. So I see, all right, if I can get a snipe here that knocks one of them, my pressure's real, and I'll be able to build up over him very easily and get this kill. I missed the snipe, though, and this guy has grenade launcher. So the thing to do when you're getting grenade launched at is move forward. Always move forward. Do not retreat. If you're getting grenade launched, do not retreat. That'll get you killed real quickly. You always have to move into the play. All right, so I'm moving into the play here, and right about here is when I think about it. All right, I'm going to go for it. So I stair, wall, all the way up to the top of them. Build, guys. Get the high ground. Now that I have the high ground, I got a little lucky here. They don't shoot out my build. And now look, they don't know what to do. They're panicking because I have the high ground above them. I turn this situation around completely just by building and developing the pressure on them, guys. That's how easy it is. You just get the pressure on the other team, and 1 minute they had a grenade launcher, high ground. Team was full together. Now one of them's knocked, and me and the last player are on a shotgun battle. Now right here, this is a little bit ugly. It's not the cleanest fight. I get hit a couple times when I could have maintained a little bit more of a high ground, but it ends up working out in my favor. And guys, that's gonna do it for the tips video. I hope that this helped you guys. It's more of a kind of like a walkthrough on some engagements than necessarily specific areas and points and tips on like, hey, this is what you should bind your keys to or whatever. But I hope that it helps you guys out. Maybe gives you guys a little bit more insight in when you get into your engagements, how to handle them. Remember, you want to be developing pressure always. You want to be building, and you want to know where your opponent is. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day, and we'll catch you later.